Welcome to Southeast Queensland skies. Last night I went out to Leyburn. Here's the details. It was Saturday 29th of October. Started viewing about 8 o'clock. Leyburn's 190 kilometres west of Brisbane. It's a pretty dark site, which I'll show you in a minute. The equipment I used was my HQ5 Pro Skywatcher mount with a Rowan astronomy belt drive. I used an F5 8-inch or 200mm parabolic Newtonian reflector, also from Skywatcher. Canon 650D, which has had the IR filter removed and the astronomic full spectrum filter / protective filter put into it. Used a Bada MPCC Mark III coma corrector, as any F5 Newtonian suffers from coma. Horizontal field of view is about 1.3 degrees. I used my old second-hand 2009 13-inch MacBook Pro, which is running Windows 7. For the actual image acquisition software, I used my Canon EOS Utilities, which is free, comes with a Canon. And the live infield EAA, Electronic Assisted Astronomy software I used was AstroToaster version 2.05C. Without further ado, here's the site I went to. You can see this big red zone up here is Brisbane, and right through to the Gold Coast down here, which is called the Brisbane to Gold Coast corridor. About 2 million people live over in that region. I normally set up just here in this sort of dark green zone right there, which is Lake Wyaralong. Beautiful sight that, but you do get this massive sky glow over on the eastern horizon. So from Brisbane to Lake Wyaralong is about 80 kilometres, and I was set up way over here at Leyburn, and it's not quite pitch black, which I believe is these very dark grey areas here. The scale on the dark site finder map just never makes sense. I've never seen any absolute pitch black areas marked on maps, even in the middle of Central Australia, but this dark here is really dark, and it's not quite there. So very, very dark skies in that area. Next, just a little warning. As it says there, you can't necessarily connect a Canon DSLR or any camera for that matter to your telescope and expect to get the same results as what you're going to see in the video. For starters, it was a dark site, but secondly, my telescope's f ratio is f5, and as it says there, if yours is just one stop longer at f6, then you'd have to increase exposure time by 1.5 times. At f7 you'd have to double them. At f10 you'd have to go 4 times longer, and most of the shots you see in tonight are either 30-second or single 15-second shots, which is quite amazing. Next, bit of housekeeping. As it says there, all images you see were processed live. I just click the shutter, 15 or 30 seconds later AstroToaster grabs the frame automatically out of its monitor folder and adjusts it as per the sliders that you'll see in the video. There is absolutely zero post-processed images in this video. It is live. Secondly, ShareX, which is my desktop capture program, crashes around about somewhere around 13 to 15, 16 minutes. So I do have to stop and restart it every so often. I will either put these videos up as a playlist, or I try and join them together using the YouTube creator software. Next, this is a high def video, so don't forget to click the YouTube settings cog and set to the highest quality settings. And while there, if you wish to click the speed to 1.5 to watch a bit faster while still hearing me speak semi-coherently, given I've got a very broad Australian accent, then please do so. And lastly, it's not mentioned on this housekeeping, but if you do have a smart TV and can navigate to YouTube, watch it on your big screen, high def screen. It really is quite something to watch. Or alternatively, hook up a laptop through a HDMI cable to your TV and just navigate through your laptop to YouTube, set it to full screen mode, and just watch on an HD TV. As I said, it's pretty neat to watch. And lastly, thanks for navigating off to find this video. Subscribe, as I'll be posting up a lot more live viewing in the future. I do have a Celestron 6 SE Alt-Az mount, and I use that with a little Orion short tube 80, also f5. And due to neck and back injuries, which is what got me into using cameras to do my observing rather than through an eyepiece, I'll have lots of how-tos on many methods which I've tried over the years to polar align and indeed set up without eyepieces and without bending up and down and so forth. Yeah, watch the space. There'll be plenty of videos on that, including a couple of unique ways for how to do polar alignments. So without any further ado, I'll now hook together the videos from last night's viewing. It was very windy last night, by the way, which you'll hear the wind in the background, and also eventually I do have to stop. It just gets too windy tonight. Just go and hunt down some messiers, usual ones for tonight. ISO 800, 32nd exposures, fine quality but S1 small JPEGs. Just check that I've set up everything. Destination folder, AstroToaster monitor, correct. File name, I'm going to start at 001, and I think it starts at 1 there, 3 digits. Yep. Let's go NGC, no, let's just go 253, it's nearby, at least I think it's nearby. Okay, AstroToaster, okay, set continue last session, no. Delete all files, yes. Okay, star detection threshold, 30 stars. NGC 253. Show the message. Settings, JPEGs. Yes, everything's right to go. Alright, don't need to see the file list. I will see my color adjustments and set them up. Logarithmic. Expand to 3. Click apply gradient because it's a gradient. And saturation to about 10. Okay, take off the color adjustments. We want to monitor, we want a single shot, we want to refresh the viewer, we don't want that viewer, we will go to, oops, haven't done that yet, apologies folks, object list, NGC, here it is, 253. Now it's moving off to it now. Should have done this at the onset, shouldn't I? Oops, I've still got my Batonov mask on, just let me take it off. Right, let's go. Take the shot. May not be centered. The wind is blowing really strongly here and I had a lot of trouble with my alignments. Just going to full screen. Wait for the shot to take. Should be coming in any minute. Here's the shutter. It should be processing over here. Here it is. Shot should be coming in any second. Automatically colorizing with the AstroToaster. There it is. Holy smoke. Talk about a decent go-to. Here I was saying it's extremely windy. It's absolutely bang on. Wow. Alright, color adjustments. I just want to raise the contrast a tad, just to make the stars really stand out, and the black point a tad, I don't mind a little bit of a grey background, so that'll probably do. There we go, single 30-second shot. Save. NGC 253 ISO 800 seconds 30 by 1. Save. Okay. Back out of full. By the way, I might just zoom in on that to have a look here. It's pretty cool. As you zoom in, naturally you get a bit more brightness on the screen, so you have to raise the pointer tad. Or drop the brightness a tad, which is, I'm just tapping the sliders and moving the arrows. Very nice, isn't that? Wow. Got a few hot pixels coming here. Yep, look at that. Very nice. Righto, all the suspects around this part of the sky here. I'm going to go, hang on, I'm just zooming in on my iPad. Let's see, zoom in again. My iPad doesn't control this, by the way. I like just keeping things simple. Every time I've used cables and other things to control, it ends up being a nightmare. Righto, 47 tuck, which is NGC 104. I'll send the scope off to it. Scope's taking off there now. Get out of here, out of the full screen mode. Just check, yep, it came in as shot number 1 before, so that's all good. Don't need to see the file list. Oh, yes I do. NGC 104, just so it comes up on the screen. File list, name the shot as well. NGC 104, leave all the toaster settings the same, take my 30-second shot. Here comes the globular shutters away. Man, those trees, it sounds like surf. Just going to the full screen viewer. That's beautiful, that, isn't it? Lovely object. Very bright. Here's the shutter. You'll see it processing up here shortly. You just see a hint of yellow speck going on there. Here we go. Should see 47 tuck. Boom! Gee, those go-tos are spot on. Wow. I will just drop contrast slightly because the core is rather blown out there. That's pretty cool. I'll take the brightness up again now. Yep, very nice. 47 tuck. Let's just save that. NGC 104 ISO 800 seconds 30 by 1. Enter. Alrighty, let's go and have a look around. What have we got? The Tarantula should be nearby. Is it up yet? Yes. Oh, gee, it's a bit low. But, which is NGC 2070. Let's go there. 2070. 2070. Righto, scope slewing. Just look at that, eh? 2070. Okay. There's the beep in the background, so it's there. Wow, big gust. Hang on, the table's moving. Whoops, I don't know what that scope's going to be doing here. The big 1000mm Newtonian, 8-inch Newtonian. Now if it comes out blurry, it comes out blurry. Whoa, goodness me. That's why I thought, oh boy, the table's nearly blowing away, guys. Holy smoke. That's why I thought I'd better get a few objects in real quick. Let's go into full screen. Oh man, I reckon this is going to be blurry because that wind is just, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Red means it's just got a slow processor. It happens. Yep, see it all blurry there? Wow, it's absolutely bouncing. Ah dear. If it's not one thing, it's another, eh? Raining days after day, and then suddenly it's looking clear, but it's windy as. Anyway, let me try another shot. No, here comes the wind again, I can feel it. Well, I'll go to ISO 1600 and drop that by half. Oops. And I might be able to get enough out of it. Now because I've doubled the ISO but halved the exposure time, the colour setting should still work fine. Phew. That's the shutter tripped. Should be processing any second now. Boy, oh boy. There you go. Tarantula Nebula. Oops, now I dropped the contrast before, didn't I? So let me take that back up. I'll go up to about 6 or 7, drop the brightness. Okay, ooh, oops, struggling, thinking about it. Yep, looks good to me. Tarantula, so 2070, MGC 2070, ISO 1600 seconds, 15 times 1, enter. Wow, that's just crazy. I've got to really rush around here, guys. Now listen, just so the ShareX video doesn't blow up, I'm going to have to stop it. So be righto, let's go off to M17, which is the Nebula. Just struggling with my hand control here now. Going the wrong way. There it is, Messier catalogue. And 17, can't see in the dark now. 7, nothing but complaints tonight, eh? Slewing over there. Let's name the shot. I might have to shoot very short shots tonight, guys. Messier 17. Wow, here comes another major gust. Whew. Wow, that is crazy. Whoops, hang on guys. I think I'll have to shut this down. This is just going nuts here tonight. Wow, what a shame. I'll take the shot very shortly. No, it's bouncing around like crazy. Yeah. Maybe it'll die just for this one and then I'm going to shut down. What a shame. Oh, 15 second. Hopefully. I can hear the trees, but it hasn't quite reached here yet. The bouncing breeze, whatever you call it. Going to full screen. You might have another blurred shot here, folks. Here's the click. This will say processing, and that'll be the Omega Nebula, also known as the Swan Nebula, and in the southern hemisphere the Lobster Nebula. Should be coming up shortly. Whoa, that's lovely. Really fantastic shot. I'm not going to save it, man, oh man. Whoa, that's really beautiful, that. Righto. What's next? Oh, I'm going to the lagoon, that's nearby. Good old M8, hang on. Messier 8. There it goes, Messier 8. I'll just change the name here. It's very close by. Messier 8. What are we up to? Shot number 6 is next. That'll be right. Yeah, we've taken 5, so that'll be the 6th one. Out of the file list. Oops. Messier 8. Okay. Oops. File list. Stop bouncing around. Click. Full screen view. Let's wait for that to come in. Wow, this is a real rush job, isn't it? Oh, it's quite fun actually. That's the shutter just tripped. So up here we should see it processing very shortly. Here it comes. Red meaning it's got a slow processor. AstroToaster tends to slow down through the night as I'm running all my stuff. Here it comes, should be just about there. Wow, look at that. Fantastic. Fantastic. It's really, really cool. And I have to say, those go-tos are just stunning. So there we go, 15-second shots. Yep, where are we going to next? Triffid's nearby, M20, let's do that. Messier 20. Very close by. It's slewing, you won't even hear it. It's very close. It's doing, here we go, it's beeped. Click. You wait, there'll be a breeze right now, I can feel it picking up. Anyway, back into full screen. I don't need that colour adjustment thing anymore. Colours are fine. And here comes a Triffid. There are definitely bouncy stars there, look at them. There's the Triffid, wow. And M21 up here. Scream off to that, M21. That'll be a slow skew. View object, yes. Righto. Beautiful object. Beep, and here comes the breeze again, I can hear it. Oh, bit of a lull, here we go. Next I'll do the M22 clusters, which is just up there. I like that cluster. Oops, here it comes. Gee, I hope this isn't a storm or something. I can't see cloud. It's just really windy. It's picking up, getting worse and worse. Here comes the shot. I can see it processing up the top. Haven't named it. That was silly of me. Yep, beautiful shot. It's a lovely little cluster then. Meantime, I'll send it off to Messier 22. View object, slewing. That is a really nice object then. Out of the full screen viewer. I don't know if I... Here we go. I left that on M8. Silly me. Went to M20 and M21. Oh well, doesn't matter. You'll see him call the wrong thing in here. There we go, you idiot. Okay, anyway, we're there. Whoops, this will be blurred stars. Whoa. The table's nearly going. This will be blurred, I'm afraid, this cluster. It's going to be a blurred shot. Oh, wow, that's a big gust. Be interesting to see. I think it just missed. I think the shutter had tripped. Now there is a lot of... Well, it's not that bad. Really not that bad. I love that cluster in the Sagittarius star field. Bloody beautiful, that thing. Look at the number of stars. You know, just... beautiful. Wow. And what do we got around here? Now we've got the Eagle, Nebula, Sagittarius star cloud. What's that? M24, I think. We'll go there next. M24. 24. Enter. View object. Yes. Off it goes. Out of the full screen viewer. Still on 15-second shots. Beep. Haven't even renamed it yet. M24. M24. Okay. Oops, hang on, gotta wait. Wow, big gust coming. This is nuts. Oop, bit of a lull, here we go. Sagittarius star cloud coming right up. Oops, suppose it helps getting into the viewer. I love the Sagittarius star cloud. Amazing. Looking through a gap between our Orion arm and the Sagittarius arm. Wow. Just amazing. Wowie. Alright, SES-17 nearby. Oops, we've seen that before, I believe. What's nearby to that? Oh, the Eagle's nearby. Good old 16, we'll go there. How did I miss that before? 16. Enter, view object, slewing. Now let's rename this one. Enter. Seems like a lull in the thing. Let's go and have a look at that. And then I'll pause the video again so it doesn't crash after this one. Look at those stars. That's just awesome. Since the shutter clicked, should be coming in shortly. Here it is, processing. The Eagle. I might zoom in on that too. Turn it into a zoom telescope. Come on, there it is. So go in the colour adjustments menu and just zoom in using the plus key here. And again. And again. There's a fair bit of noise as you zoom in, of course. And it's probably because I've got expand 3 on too. So if I turn that back 1 notch to 2, apply gradient, it'll change it down a bit. And I might just always find contrast seems to give it a lot of noise. Whoa, another gust. Okay, black point down a tad. Or increase it a bit. It's knocking out the nebulosity there, I can see that. Brightness. Back down one. Yeah, well, it's not a bad shot. You can definitely see the elephant trunk or wherever it is. Is that the elephant trunk? I think it is. Little cluster down here. These stars seem to have cleared a bit of a bubble there. Anyway, get the gist there. Let's get out of there. Oh, I better unzoom or it's going to keep that zoom for the next image wherever I'm going. That's a nice kind of wide field shot, that, and I've forgotten to name it again down here. It still says M8. Wow, that looks really nice at that. Can drop the black point back here, and doesn't need to be quite so cropping, or not cropping, but it does get rid of a bit of data in this faint nebulosity here. Matter of fact, that's probably because I've turned expand off back to 3. That'll pull out a bit more detail. Yeah, it's a nice shot. Anyway, where were we? That was the eagle. Wild duck cluster. Let's go for that, which is Messier 11. Yeah, I wonder how far north I can go here at this site. Just outs. Oops, there you go, swing. So we're at a place called Leyburn, about 2.5 hours drive, so darker than Lake Wyaralong where I normally go. Okay, I better name this shot. File name, Messier 11. Let's keep hunting these down. Oop, bit of a lull. Bit of a lull in the, oops, don't need that colour adjustment anymore. Oh, can hear those trees. It's like waves, you can hear the trees way before it hits here. Oh, there's the shutter. Processing it. Wild duck cluster. Wow, look at the blueies in there. And this lovely. It's beta scutium, that one I think it's called. Very nice. That's Eta scutium. Alright, going to IC 4756 next. Don't know what it is, it's on the Sky Safari thing. So escape out of Messier catalogue, down to Caldwell, SAO double variable, where the heck's IC? IC catalogue. 4756. 47, oh I was going to stop that video. 5, 6. Well, I'll do that while it's slewing. Back. You can always check down the bottom here on these dates to see if you missed anything, but all the time. I've just clicked the shutter, the scope set it had finished slewing to IC 4756 and set the, whoops, better go into full screen mode. And yeah, so the info on this says it's an open star cluster in Serpens discovered by Solon Bailey. So I'll see that shortly. Yeah, that's a nice open cluster there. 1,600 light years away, physical diameter of about 10 light years, so 10 by 9.5 trillion kilometres, or 10 by almost 6 trillion miles. Pretty cool stuff. Anyway, let's go and click done. What else is around here? There's another one down south called IC. How low is that one? Wow, that's low to the horizon. I won't get that one. Okay, we'll head around this way. Aha, we're heading north. I think I can go north. There's trees there, but let's have a look. M71, which is a globular cluster. M71, let's go. Oops, back out of there, escape. Down, Messier catalogue. 71. And away it goes. And name the shot. M71. Beep. Thank you. Oop. Oop. Table's taken off. There you go. Click. Hey, the dumbbells nearby. Go there next after this one. Anyway, better get into the old full screen mirror, viewer again. M71 globular cluster in serpens. It's processing. Wow. That was another lucky one. The table started to move with the laptop on it and everything, even though the shutter had just cocked. Hopefully it'll be clear. Yep, there it is. Wow, that's superb. Really nice. Really, really nice. Anyway, we've got to hurry before the storm or whatever the heck happens. M27 slewing out of the viewer. M27 back 27. Whoa, everything's moving around again. Beep. Alright, when's it going to stop? I'll try it now. Whoop, we're moving. It's not that bad. Oh. Sorry, I'm just getting pins and needles in my back. It's part of the reason I took up EAA. I can't peer through eyepieces or anything for very long, and sitting here I've just got to get up and walk around in a minute. Wow, bad pins and needles. Whoa, holy smoke, everything's moving. Nope, came out fine. Very nice. Go to that colour adjustment screen. Look at that, you got the nice red around the edge. Haven't quite got the red bits going into the middle, but then again it's a 15-second shot, so it's crazy. 1, 2, yes. Bit magnified there. You can just see the lobes coming out here. If I stacked that or went to my 30 seconds, it'd be a lot better, but we really can't tonight. Wow, that's really nice. I wish I could, because it's looking very nice and dark above us. I'm really tempted to go up in speed. I won't. Okay, so let's go Eastern Vale. It's, oh, that is rather low now, can I? That's near those bloody trees. Here's the scope pointing. Oh, I'll give it a go. Not sure I'll get this. NGC 6992. Gone the wrong way again. Messier IC NGC 6992. It's 20 degrees above the horizon in the north, but there's giant trees over there. NGC 6992. Enter. Oops, can't enter on that. Stupid. Pretty dim object this one. I'm going to go 30 seconds. Wow. And the trees have stopped saying things. They stopped murmuring. Please, please last 30 seconds. If it's black, it's because it's pointing at trees. Whoops, table's moving. Wah. This may have blurred stars and stuff in this. May not be a very good shot. Here's the shutter. Says it's processing. I wonder which part of the Eastern Vale it got, because this is 1.2 degrees field of view. Which bit did I get? Oh, I got the bit with that bright star, I can't remember the name of it. So, I'd like to get the skull thing. Where's that related to this? Across that way. Okay, now it's only a single shot here, so I'm going to have to tease a bit more out of this. Go to 6. Boom. Yep, getting a little bit of vignetting because I've teased it. So I'll just increase. I won't bother going too much work on this. Contrast. Yep, and a tad on drop in brightness, and just a tad raise the black point, just a tad. Yep, hasn't got a lot of the fine filaments, but heck, it's a 30-second shot. Anyway, pretty nice. I'm going to save that one. NGC 6992 ISO. I think I left 1600 there. Seconds 30 by 1. Save. And I'd say 6995 is the other one. Let's see. 6995. Alrighty. 6995 at 8:53. Take a chance. How's everything going? Yep. Oops. Oh, I'm not going to name that. Let's go in here. Now that same colour setting should work for it, because it's still part of the veil. Like I said, it's lost a lot of, it hasn't been long enough to get a lot of detail, but what the hey. Right, I heard the shutter go, there it is, coming in and processing. And hopefully that's the other bit of it, but I can't remember. Be nice to go 3-minute shots on this and just really see what happens, but certainly can't do that tonight. Yeah, there it is, and it's side on, I think. That's his nose, that's his teeth area there, and his forehead's here, so he's lying down with his neck over this way, sort of thing. Yeah, I wonder what happens if I go to crazy and expand in it again. Yeah, it'd be nice to stack a few, wouldn't it? And I'll just get the lens gradient out of the way here. I find that if you go roughly where the expand was, you do get an effect, but often you've got to go twice whatever your expand was. You can see the red status bar, so it's processing, lens gradient, come on. No, so I'm going to have to go a bit further, as I said. Whoa! Now, I've seen it do this before. I have no idea why it does this every now and again. It seems to be that lens gradient with JPEGs. Let's just see if I can resurrect it. No. Nope. So what's the deal? Contrast? Okay, black point. Why is it moving the contrast? Oh man, might have to shut Astrotaster down and just raising the black point. See, it's still lightening up in the background. Oh man, I don't think I've gained anything by all of that fiddling. Nah, it was a better shot way back at the start. Crazy. This hopefully will make it darker. Just whack the lens gradient up a bit. Processing red bar, processing reds. Yeah, nope. Oh yeah, did something. Try it again. Lens gradient. You can tell I like fiddling. Let me just zoom out. That's part of the problem. Right. Whoops, too much. So click that, drops the black point. Yep, I think I'll have to shut Astrotaster down and restart it. Yeah, it's not bad, but it's not great. Let's just go up in contrast here. Okay. Right on, let's have a look. Black point up a notch. Wait. Black point up a notch. Wait. Black point up one more notch. Wait. Now brightness down a notch. Where is brightness? Lost track of it. That'll do. Looks a nice shot, that. What it does on the screen. Show you. Okay. You can see the lens gradients made the edges a bit too bright. But anyway, what the hey. Yeah, it's alright. Jeez, it's getting windy again. And by the way, I've got sidetracked here. Folks, I'm going to have to stop the desktop video now and just get out of Astrotaster, restart it, and then we'll zoom off again.